Alright, just talk for me. Make sure I get you guys a decent.
Hello.
Yo, buddy.
That's awesome. Oh, hang on.
I'm glad I don't sound like a bit fishbowl for like the first time in 8 weeks.
I know you're so clear.
That's good.
I've got a deep voice, and only I'm like, hello.
No, my mic's been really bad, and every time I've talked, Dan's just said it literally sounds like you're floating in space.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright, let me have a look. So, let me find this game. Untap Tourney 2. Here we go. And we are in. Let me close my downloads to the bottom here. Make sure this is all loaded right. Fantastic. Gonna move my phone out the way because that's gonna mess with my internet a little bit. Right, guys, I will get myself muted and obviously just shout if you need anything.
Cool.
Remember, you're fighting for top 4. This game means a lot. Don't fuck up, either of you. Damn it, I just did that on stream as well. So that's it. The stream's messed up. That's it. Restart.
Please start again.
Alright, guys, have a good game.
First, let me.
Alright, I'll go first. Good luck.
No worries.
Hercule V-Pan.
Alright, this will be interesting. I'll be honest, I've really not seen much Hercule besides James's one, because I didn't really tune in much at all. I didn't get to see much of Nats because we were streaming this, and then before that, I didn't really get to tune into many of the other things before because we were always doing something. So it's be quite interesting to see how it does against Pam. Like, what's the matchup usually like?
I'm not gonna lie, I've not seen much Hercule V-Pan myself. I've seen a fair bit of Hercule, but when I was watching Hercule,
yeah,
it was during all the Storm hype.
Right.
So it was most like Hercule v Storm, Storm v Hercule.
I mean, I wonder if they changed much of the deck lists for this. I mean, the Goku will be nice, but I mean, Pan doesn't run too many blockers. But I guess it's the draw for Hercule. Like Zeno won't mess him up too badly, I'm guessing.
Oh, what you read in the leader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every single.
Do you know what? I'd have him sideboard both ways though, or possibly have mainboarded since we allow deck changes in this event.
What's that, mate?
For both sides is the one drop Black Mass saying.
Oh yeah, that card's amazing, especially for the Zeno and the Oob. I think it's Oob, isn't it, that works with the Goku?
The Boo and Oob combo,
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
And then Pan for chain anything in the deck basically.
Yeah,
and
pretty
the
much.
Vegeta.
Yeah. I'd be really surprised if James hasn't put those in his deck. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was running them in the last one in his sideboard anyway, but maybe mainboard it for this one.
I've seen the deck made a couple times.
It would really, to be honest, I've not seen James make too many deck changes overall in his games. Because Hercule, to be honest, overall is a bit of a bog standard list.
Yeah, there's not much space that you can really play with much. I mean, he's definitely trying out that Gogeta stuff, isn't he? But a lot of it you require some pretty specific stuff for it to work.
Yeah, it's full-blown commitment throughout for that build, really, and then, you know, there's enough room for about 4 to 8 cards of your choice, but you run the deck at its max and then have the sideboard and see how it runs against that matchup, if you get what I mean. And then side in game 2 where you need to.
See, that would have been nice with the Black Master in there, wouldn't it? Because now he's going to get another draw off of that as well.
Swing Hercule at Pan. Combo.
Yeah, so it gets double draw.
Combo draw from 15.
Luckily, the Pan can go back to his hand, so at least it helps him awaken quicker.
Yes.
Oh dear. I've forgotten life again. Mike forgets this every time. I forget to look. It's so difficult to do on Untap sometimes, remembering that where all the.
I suppose you just sort of count on your player to put life down.
You do, yeah.
It's up to James's discretion, Dan. Yeah, has James been cool with it?
Yeah, he mentioned it to him. He says to put life down really quick before he finished that time.
Fair enough then. I mean, no one wants to be that guy, does it?
No. Getting the blue charge out. Alright. That's always nice to Pan, isn't it? Being able to put down the beans and stuff like that as well for some of the plays. I'm pretty sure he's running a few more blue cards than most pans usually do, isn't he? Because he runs the beans, he runs the Whis, and he runs Mafuba and Zeno.
Target the leader.
So I think he's running.
I think he was running them in this event though, just because Mafuba's quite clutch in this meta.
Take it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, with things like the triple attack and stuff like that, like he obviously expected a lot of the Shenrons,
Yeah, sure
which we got 5, I think, or 6 Shenrons.
And clearly he made a good call with it.
Yeah, it's paid off for him a lot, hasn't it? Like we had a few games where Mafuba's come in really nice for him.
I mean, we don't know for definite that either of these two, whichever one wins, will make top cut.
Yeah,
Depends
'cause
on
obviously one-
tiebreakers,
Yeah, tiebreakers
but
is going to come out, isn't it? But you still want that win, don't you? You still want that chance. Because obviously somebody in the top 4 tables that we've got is going to come lose out to the tiebreaks. We know that one table is guaranteed both of them are getting through. It depends on whether they're going in first or second place for tiebreaks, mostly.
we've got a quiet chat tonight.
Yeah, nobody in yet. Did we share it around?
Yeah, I shared it earlier and said that we'd be on it now. And then I've just put it back in now.
It's alright, it usually picks up. Takes a few minutes, I imagine. I should have made it go live a little bit sooner, I think. It might have helped.
Swing at your leader.
Have that little music going on in the background. That always used to lure a few people in when it started up.
Renegade.
I will super combo.
Okay.
Really tired tonight.
50.
I can imagine, man. How is that new job treating you with the getting used to the new
Any more?
what's the word I'm looking for? Body clock. That's what I wanted to say.
Ah, it's rough. I'm not even hungry in the daytime, that's the worst bit.
Yeah.
It's
I bet
like
it
I'm in an
hits
off-
you when you get home as well, when you have a break. I always find that when I'm at work and I have like I'll be fine when I'm doing stuff, but then the moment I stop for even a few minutes, it's like, oh, it just hits you, doesn't it? And it's
No,
really
lately
brutal.
I've just been having a mega crash at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Gets that 2 o'clock mark and I'm just like, boom. And I've took a monster with me every day and it hits 2 o'clock and it just gets cracked open. So I opened it again at 2 o'clock today and I didn't even mention it to anyone in the office. And I just opened it at 2 and the woman sat next to me was like, is it that time, is it?
Already.
Yeah.
You've only been in 2 days.
Yeah,
I know.
bottom.
How do I?
It's just because obviously when you open a can it just makes that noise,
Yeah.
doesn't it? That.
Good question. It is Y if you hover over it to send it to.
Yeah. Could do with losing a bit of weight though, so the body clock not
They each
the
got
food
each other
body
weight.
clock not catching up is probably pretty good right now. Shave some pounds.
So we
They all
go.
munch in the office as well, the proper munchers. You know, like they've got a snack drawer and everything.
Oh, I've got a snack drawer at work. It's the dream.
And like every half an hour someone's going, do you want some crisps? Do you want some roses? Like, I mean snack drawer though, Dan, I mean like they have them big boxes of sweets,
Yeah.
big bags of crisps. It's like a communal snack drawer. You get the sales team coming in the day going, anyone got any crisps? Like kids.
Really?
Can I have some? Yeah,
Mentalist,
can I have some crisps? Honestly, the sales team where I work, they are like children. They can sell a car, and that's as far as their skill set goes. They're still children otherwise.
But a bag of Mawam gets open and they are on it, mate.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they hear the roses tub come out, and we've got a shut door. They just appear.
Got that oob combo out nice tonight, didn't they?
Mm. Let's hope they both have Black Mass saying in the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The leader.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah,
really
in the
interesting,
game.
isn't it, when that comes out?
Mm. So whoever gets lucky and gets it at the beginning, I suppose, on that situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Start with 5 here.
Going for the announcer, gets this draw.
Do you know what would be hilarious?
And then another 5.
If the pan was sort of unkillable, because you could really fuck your opponent up. I mean, if you know when it returns to your hand,
Hmm.
if its ability was that it goes back onto your field at the start of your next turn.
Ooh.
Oh. Because then, if you played pan turn 1, and it returned to your hand, and then your opponent plays Black Mass Saiyan,
Oh no, no, off the auto. Yeah, that'd be devastating when every time it comes in. Just dropping 2
why
cards.
couldn't they have done that with pan? It would have been hilarious, you know, to see people moan about it in World Martial Arts tournament.
Oh yeah.
And then Senpai comes out and Black Mass Saiyan's there. Because then pan I don't know. I'd turn Pan into an auto no-go card, wouldn't you?
Probably, yeah, you would.
Because it's too scary to play at that point, isn't it? If your opponent runs Black Mass Scene.
No, definitely.
Just off the fair.
You're too afraid.
Swing Hercule at your
Your only out with it would be as soon as your opponent plays it is to combo with it.
10k.
You know, on their turn if they don't attack. Although saying that, it'd be with your opponent just playing Black Mass Scene and passing and not attacking so that you can combo with it.
Yeah, and just literally keeping it so that I mean, he could just combo with it on his turn, I guess, right away. Unless you like then block him out even further and just keep negating everything.
Well, no, because if Pan's auto was that it returns to your field, you know, at the start of your turn, then they couldn't combo with it. It'd have to go there at the beginning of the turn and then Black Mass Scene would trigger and then they'd be -3 cards because Pan would go back to the field and then they'd have to mill 2.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you can then combo it again to stop the loop, couldn't you? So you could attack with leader and combo with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what you'd have to do with it at that point, yeah.
Get rid of it before it's killing
No
you.
matter what, you'd end up 2 cards down, wouldn't you, at the start?
Yeah, it would be rough, man.
Why couldn't they have done that with Pan?
Cycling through these combos here, isn't he? Wants those that nice early damage.
Swing the oven. No combo, 15 crit.
Oob going into the leader, swinging that lovely critical damage.
Oh.
Well, it's your fault. You left it on the bed.
Little dear.
Do you know where the sellotape is?
The what?
Sellotape.
The salad tape.
Sellotape. I just need tape back of them.
I'll play preface.
Nice.
Need a new dressing down this one. Booked.
Swing your leader. 15.
Let me get the Twitch chat open, see if anybody's talking to us. Got one.
Nah, I've got my tablet up.
So nobody's watching us today? What a shame.
Remember to make sure my internet's connected to my house though this time. Last time when we did that stream, I left my phone on data.
Oh no.
So yeah, I got a text message yesterday. You've used 80% of your data.
No!
Awesome. I just shared it about again.
Trying to work out what they're doing now, they've all gone quiet. Oh, there we go. Charging a cheeky hit.
Well, if you're just looking at the field at first glance, James has got the advantage, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, just got filled the board already, being able to put on that pressure every turn as well, and he's got quite a big hand as well. He's managed to play out cards and keep the hand size advantage.
James hasn't even awoken yet. Neither has Pan though, so Pan could have an explosive turn this turn, but obviously it's worth remembering that when Hercule awakens, he draws 3.
Yeah, it's probably just worth Zeno chaining this and an awakening, right? And untapping 2, and making a play off that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks rough to chain Zeno before the awakening, but James has a controlling field, so...
Yeah.
There's just 10.
Is it just me, or is that Gogeta another one of them, like, blue cards that looks like it could be green?
I keep thinking that as well. I mean, luckily it's still got, like... I think it's a little bit easier on this one, because at the top...
Than that Vegeta that is just clearly green.
Yeah. Yeah,
Unless you look in that bottom corner.
Yeah, at least along the top of this one, you've still got like the top bit, which is blue, whereas Vegeta, it was definitely green across the top, wasn't it? Besides the energy circles.
Yeah, well, the shine on it even makes the blue energy look a bit green. It isn't unless you actually look at that bottom corner, you know, where the SR bit is. You see that little blue stamp that you can go, yeah, it's blue.
Pretty much. Let's see, yeah, going to chain attack. It's got to be, surely, right? There's not much else you can do. Yeah, enter the Zeno.
Or burst attack.
Yep.
I'd go Zeno, but
Yeah, you want to clear it.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's his other possible. Yeah.
Such a strong combo. Do we see much of it at Nats? Because I didn't get to
Honestly, I barely saw any of Nats because, like I said, well, like like we both said, we've both been that busy with this that
Yeah. It's impossible to really tune in and keep up with it.
to me though, Nats has come across as very fluky. You know, looking at your high standard of players that we've seen consistently win and top regionals,
Hmm.
to like play so badly at Nats.
Yeah, not sure what happened.
It was the meta fluke, to me.
Yeah, it was very
I've seen
fresh,
it.
wasn't it? It wasn't out for very
I've
long.
seen it in other card games I've played, and I'm sure you have, Dan, where if a new set can come out just before a big event,
Yeah, it does mess with it, doesn't it? I know it was a big event as well.
and there was that many viable decks in that meta,
Hmm.
it depended who you got on your run. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, we know
Yeah,
Storm
no
is
negate.
still strong, obviously, but at the same point, people had tested it and it had been worked out, hadn't it, from set 4, whereas a lot of the set 5 decks haven't had time to go through that process of being worked out, finding what little niches you can do with certain combos and stuff like that. So, although it's strong, I don't think it's going to stick around
We'll
as
take it.
much as people were talking
I agree with
about.
that. I mean, I've said that to you before as well, haven't I, about when a new set comes out,
Yes.
you can do amazing at an event with a deck from the previous set because you know that deck, you've played that deck, and everyone else is running something new that at best they've probably tested for a couple hours. You know, worth of play time, whereas you can have already locked in like 2 days worth of play time with that deck that you're taking from the previous set. Granted, it won't work the next week probably, you'll probably fail the next week. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But you should be running that deck from the previous set with no misplays, just pure consistent play. And that's where you gain the advantage over your opponents because they're running a new deck. They might not necessarily realise the optimal turns.
Oh, are we going to see another Goku combo here? Because you can awaken and draw free, right? That's what Haiku does.
What's that?
You can awaken and draw free, right? That's what Haiku does?
Yeah.
He's not done it yet, has he? Is this the awaken side? No.
Hercule, I guess.
What he's probably going to do here is swing.
Combo, awaken, combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With an outside.
What he combos, draws one,
Awakens.
And I'll awaken.
awakens,
Combo
draws
again.
3.
Yeah, then combo again, right?
Draw 3.
Yeah. Or he can save. Oh yeah, it's when he
Combo,
battles, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah.
Again. For this side. Yeah. Yeah, literally just active battle. Join this combo battle,
Savage
there
is
are
saying
cards
that the
in combo,
stream is a bit
draw
choppy
it.
at the moment. It keeps cutting out.
For each side,
Looks
draw
fine on my tablet. Or do you mean the audio?
We'll go to 20.
I've just turned the audio on
Just
mine.
thinking.
Sorry, that's
Sounds alright.
I obviously can't check from here.
Yeah, we'll go to 20.
Possible it could be your connection, Savage.
Let me just move stuff away from the wireless over here and hopefully it'll keep out of the way.
Like I said, it sounds fine on my tablet.
It only says I'm dropping like 2% of frames. It's not too bad according to that, but
Goku up.
I can try and fix it
Whatever
if
that's on the bottom.
it is dodgy.
Right, so
So it's got like Goku Oob down. See, this is where the Master Saiyan would be nice because obviously that would have hit the Zeno, and then it would have hit the
20
Vegeta.
hit crit at you.
Hand size as well. It just builds back up again immediately, doesn't it?
I'm gonna leave it at 20.
So you swing for 20, 20 crit. So crit double as well? No, just 20 crit. Getting feedback now from your tablet.
oh, you're getting feedback from my tablet.
Yeah, I can hear echo.
Oh, I've turned it off. Might just be. No, Savage, I think that must be coming from your end because, like I said, I'm not with Dan when I stream, so I have it on my tablet so that I can see the chat, and it's running fine for me. I try closing Twitch and opening it again.
Over to you.
I managed to hold in there through.
Oh, that's 3 chain attacks. You can tell me you've got the other one and there's a no in your hand.
I sort of missed that turn because I was just checking the stream and
Yeah, just kind
sending
of
a
comboed
message.
around it, but he's dropped a lot of chain attacks now, so chances are I don't think Mike can pull the hand back.
Oh,
Because we've got
Yeah.
the one in the energy. We've got
one in the discard.
yeah.
We know more than likely one shuffled around his deck.
I think we got one in the warp as well, right? Yeah, got one in the warp. Oh no, they've all just moved over. Never mind. That's just one in there. This trips me out there. Kind of merged together as I
Digging
was
for that
talking.
chain attack, innit? Oh, how good would it be if Time Patrol Trunks wasn't Zeno Trunks?
Just being able to go into it off of Overrealm.
That could have easily been a broken mistake, that as well. You know, with how soon Time Patrol Trunks came out before everything else. That could have easily been a mistake.
They've got to have a few sets planned ahead, though, right?
You'd think, Dan. You'd think.
Yeah.
Did you leave
You'd
it on
hope.
top and then draw it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But with some of the stuff that slips through the net, it's sort of like. Or do you think these broken cards they bring out are last minute ideas that they just throw in?
Just skip testing by accident.
Yeah, I'll play Zeno button.
Alright, so he's on tapping
All this
that
Broly
energy.
mini pack stuff's gonna be so confusing.
Oh, Iris is up and screaming. One sec.
Yeah, any combos? I'll combo over to you. And draw. Purple. Whenever I combo, I draw.
No, during that.
Yeah, during Hercule's battle, you're attacking Hercule.
No, I attacked Goku.
You attacked who?
Goku.
Oh, I thought you attacked you target Hercule. Okay. Dan, we need to rewind the game state, please.
Yeah, sure.
How do you want me to do that? Just
Yeah, I believe we're on the
I'll still
pan
still
swing
combo
here.
and just put the draw on.
Well, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, so we've
Are
got
they
some
shaking the
fusions.
cards? Are they shaking the cards when they play on, or did I just miss that?
Sorry, yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. I thought you swung it.
Or I didn't see it then.
My fault.
I'll ask him
I'll
to if we
still,
don't see it again.
I'll still combo the cheetah to keep him alive.
No worries. So I'll tap Trunks and target your Goku again.
Still trying to get rid of that Goku.
20 single.
So he's going 20 single into the Goku. Yep, gets it.
No, I'm just gonna let it go straight away.
No combo.
Oh, that Dave bought that set one box.
And then I'll
Huh?
one.
That Dave who lost to that kid.
Oh, he bought a set one box.
Yeah, he bought the set one box that was at Lee's.
Oh, nice.
He only got 2 Senzu beans. So, yeah.
So I can sell him the other two.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Wow, how
packed.
many have you got?
Got 6.
Oh, so you got 2 spare, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No negate.
I had a feeling he'd only get 2 anyway, because like the original run of them definitely only had 2 in.
Oh, 1 second.
I got super lucky with
Yeah.
the box that I got because I got my first one from Fanboy for the 80 quid. But I think it was the ones that they'd imported because I had 4 Zenzu beans in mine. I got 4 Zenzu beans, 5 objections,
20k.
and like 4 of every other.
Did you buy any special packs when you bought the box?
No, I just bought the box.
Oh.
I got a full playset right away. It was glorious, mate.
Yeah, you must have. They must have been the second wave US boxes then. Because I know the initial wave because everyone who got a box, you know, at the same time.
Yeah.
We all only got 2 Senzu beans. Timmy thought he got 3, and then I was like, Timmy, didn't you get some special packs as well? And he went, yeah, I got 3 special packs. I was like, so where your other Senzu bean came from?
Good old Senzu bean.
Yeah, he does.
that common card that's like actually rare.
Actually, yeah. Might as well be a bloody SR, mate.
It'd be so cool as an SR.
Oof, could you imagine? Just a giant green bean covered in gold and green and blue waves coming off of it like Gogeta.
It needs a reprint.
It does.
Yeah, sure.
I'll put it this way, Dan. I got 30 quid for my spare playset of Senzu beans when I sold them about 6 months ago.
That's lovely.
And they've only steadily increased since then, but to be honest, I wasn't asked about. I got 30 quid for a playset of commons. And the thing is everyone's still holding on to them now, and it's like, we know there's going to be a reprint of it at some point. There's got to be. I mean, Unyielding's had a Judge promo.
Hmm.
Or do you reckon Bandai are just trolling us with not giving us a Senzu bean yet?
You know what? Probably are.
Pretty much every other important blue card's had some sort of reprint.
Mm.
Unyielding, Zeno, Brohan.
God, Brohan. Oof.
And then M10.
Alright. Let's see what Hercule can do now. I mean, he managed to whittle down his hand a little bit there. Still pretty big, but
Is your mic signal?
Yeah, sorry.
I guess it's the
Like,
problem when you have to go
myself.
into the leader. That, like, if you're attacking their minions, then it's alright, he doesn't get the draw. Like, so it doesn't replace itself. But when he's going for Hercule, if he can out-combo it with one card, you don't really whittle the hand down. I mean, sure, you're killing the deck,
Right,
but
swing with Hercule. At your
I
lead.
don't think it's going to end up going down to him losing all of his cards that way.
The thing is, though, is his pan can be super defensive. So
Yeah.
his play here might be just put this crit pressure on.
Super combo.
You know,
And will
you
it
know your
go
opponent's
with
going to
options.
combo out, but Pan's been able to draw 2 from it.
Yeah,
so.
and when you're doing that, you're also removing the other options that they've got in the deck, aren't you? Like, especially if you're being able to kill stuff at the same
20.
time. Whittle down the deck size and ripping out these super combos and stuff, then you just know you've got a
The
way
rough thing
easier
about
time.
it is when you play that super combo, you get a draw too.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
That's the struggle for Pan.
Yeah, how many of the Gokus have we seen as well? Have we seen any? Is he running the Goku? Yeah, he is. He's got. We just used one. So
Do you know what I would be scared of if I was Pan right now?
Demigira.
Yeah. When you've got 4 cards in hand.
I know. That's what I was looking at. So I was like, 4 cards, 4 battle cards. Oof.
No, he can't do it yet. He's not got 7 black in.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Deck draws through it.
He's only at 5.
20k credit.
Still be afraid of it, like.
Oh yeah, it's still scary, isn't it?
Apparently, Dave's going to be running a Vegeta deck on Sunday.
Nice. I will not be there on Sunday, I'm afraid. Can't do this one.
I thought you
I'm
could.
sussed. No, Em was checking to see if she could swap this week. It's the week after I can do. The week after.
Oh,
she's-
it's the week after she's on the night shift.
Yeah, she's got the week after on next one.
Boo.
It's still better though because that one will be the first set 5 one, if it releases on the 30th.
Aye,
It's
it's
just a
sure.
shame that my last
Okay.
bloody set 4 meta deck was bloody cooler.
Well, you got 2 games with droids this weekend.
Yeah, played 2 games, won 2 games. Happy days.
Did them guys you were talking to say they were coming down? Was it this weekend they're coming down?
Yeah. They said they're gonna pop down. They're gonna try and get down every Sunday. They're basically the local. This, what he was saying was he plays at his locals, and there's 4 of like him and his mates. There's 4 of them, but it's only them 4 that tend to go regularly. So they're looking for like traveling a bit further out for locals, which is a bit more consistent. So I was telling him that we set up on Sunday for our first one and managed to hit 11, and that was with people being off as well. So I said it's probably just
Yeah.
gonna be more consistent as it goes. And I did warn him that I wouldn't be there this Sunday, but I'll be there the following week. So I said, but you're still hitting a good, like, if there's 4 of you and you just used to playing yourself, you've got like at least 10 other people to play against. So be worth.
Or even if we had a terrible turnout this week, but them 4 showed up,
Yeah.
we'd at least have 8 to 10 people,
Mm.
including them. But I know that Dave just said he's coming and that Joe's coming, so that's 2.
That's
Then
cool.
there's me, that's 3.
You'll have the Sheldon Rose as well.
Yeah, so that's 5.
Thing.
That kid's probably definitely going to come again, so that's 6. Yeah, if Thing comes again, that's 7. If Ryan comes again, that's 8.
Target Uber.
No, negate.
The numbers stack up pretty easy, pretty quick, to be honest,
They
if you
do.
get the consistent players.
We just need to get AJ back in, man. I don't think he's gonna be back though. I don't think he's coming back. We might see him again when set
Like
6
you said,
comes out.
he's out of work though, isn't he? So
Yeah, it's awkward.
I mean, even though he's out of work, if set 6 comes out and that Broly deck's a meta deck on its own, you know, if you buy 2 of them, we might see him back for then.
Hold
I've
up.
seen a lot of players drop card games because of financial reasons, and then, you know, when you get that starter deck comes out where you can just pretty much buy 2 of them,
Yeah.
slap them together,
So he's 20, yeah.
and you're winning. I mean, he's already got all the staples, and you know, like the old staples, like Bean and everything.
Yeah, so he'll be alright.
So, you know, the consistent old stuff that you throw in.
Oh yeah. And anything he's missing, we can chuck him as well.
Probably just stick to droids again this weekend.
Do it, mate.
I was devastated when they set World Martial Arts one.
Oh, is this a hit? Yeah.
Yeah. Could be important, that.
Yeah.
That Methuba's quite crucial as well on that Goku fight.
And usually also.
It's a risky move on tapping your blue for that hit, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Think that
Because
does-
he's going to want things like Bean. He probably wants the Weaston Gates as well. Although we haven't seen him play a Weaston Gate yet. It's been the unending, right? Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh no, we got after him, sorry.
Oh, I can't even. Oh, he's revealed the cards, hasn't he, but not his hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we can't see it.
hate when players do that.
Should we ask him if we can see?
Go to actual cost. Thought they could check to see your hand. The stream they said, but
No, I think I have to reveal it. I think I've done it right. Is a thing, thank you.
Has he drawn this turn with leader, though? I can't remember.
actually we hide it.
Pan?
Can you still see it?
No, Hercule.
It's basically the same option apart from it says 5 or something.
With swing?
Yeah.
Just
It's on the defense as well, I think. I'm sure it's.
Nice.
Oh no, yeah, during this cards battle.
Yeah, 2 really nice cards to grab as well. Both of those would have been really painful next turn. It was a very strong play. Yeah, you would just leave it alone, wouldn't you? You'd just be like, alright, cool. Get wrecked. He needs to kind of set himself up though for a big play this turn, because otherwise he's going to get that Gogeta, isn't he? Unless he can whittle his hand down to the point where him shuffling and drawing 3 is a positive.
I don't know though, because Hercule's hand's really rough in it, so. He has got next turn. I don't think Pan will die this turn.
No.
All
Oh no,
Pan
no, I'm
needs
saying
to
on the
do-
net. I'm saying like he needs Hercule just needs to get through to next. I'm saying Pan needs to
Oh,
kill
right,
him
yeah.
on his turn, because obviously at the end of this turn he's gonna get, unless he's got another hit, which would be glorious.
Yeah, to
But
just
obviously if
prevent
goes,
it again.
But obviously the moment that James ends his turns, he's getting back that Vegeta, getting back the Gogeta as well. So if he,
At all
Mike-
costs could be just as dangerous as the Gogeta though as well.
Sorry,
yeah,
no
they're both
negate,
really
no
key
negate.
cards. Either of them are like game enders, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, combo double shot.
Digging now, isn't he?
20k.
He's still got 6 energy up.
Yeah, he just attacked him through that, didn't he? Just show me some cards.
The other double shot at your leader.
Stream chat's really quiet tonight. Guys, we're lonely. Talk to us.
Come talk to us.
No combo.
What's recently been ruled from Union Force?
Hmm?
I'm just flicking through the card Q&A and there's a Union Force news sticker on it.
Not sure. Have a look.
That's what I'm trying to do, but I don't know if it highlights something that's new. Do you get what I mean? You know, when you're scrolling through it.
I think it does. Oh,
I'll
nice
put
5.
your-
Because it says new on the set. Do you get what I mean? But
Mm.
and draw 2 cards from the auto.
wait, maybe they finally updated the KOs. That could be it. Because isn't there a few Zamasu bits from there that trigger on knockouts?
I think it's just that it can't be KO'd.
Seems good.
Oh, the topo.
Oh yeah.
Over to you.
And he gets his cards
so
back.
my Uber drops and I get my hit cards back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nasty. Like, if Hercule survives this turn, it's rough. Need a big play from Mike here.
Just another hit would do.
Yeah, it would. You have to see if the topos can perhaps clear the board as well before it swings with leader.
And then I will swing at
You'd play the hit first if you had it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would do, yeah. You want to see what they've got.
triple shots. Double shots even.
Yeah, it sounds like he's swinging a double shot.
Yep, no negate.
20k.
Just swinging 20.
How many times do I
I can't find what that Q&A is.
Yeah, I think I got it. That's fine.
Alright, so he clears the first one, swings
Yep,
the second.
No negate.
No combo.
20k at the VG. Yeah, managed to take up 2 of them there.
Yeah. No negate.
No combo.
So, combo.
Double draw. Oof.
Brutal, that double draw, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
So there it is.
No worries. Forgot about that, sorry.
So I'm not going to cheat you out of a card.
Tap one.
Do you know what the worst bit about it is, though, overall?
Ooh.
Is that he gets that double draw and he gets to draw when he swings.
Target your leader. Return
So, in your own turn,
then
you can draw 3 from that. You know, if you've got a super combo or a go, an unbreakable. Not
Mm.
unbreakable. Yeah, unbreakable.
Oh, I hope he's got something wacky like chain attack Babidi or something.
I'll combo.
I'd love it. Please chain attack Babidi.
chains on it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Again.
I mean, I knew it wouldn't be, but deep down, that's all I wanted to see. I mean, with as little cards as Hercule's got left in his deck, chances are he's drawn into one of those game enders anyway. Right?
More defense to get through.
Mm. Yeah, it's likely.
No negate.
You don't know what Pan's drawn, though, defensively, do you?
Mm.
I'll tap one.
I know what my game ender would be at this point, though.
Interesting.
If I have 2 black cards in hand and I'm Hercule, I'd swing with leader first, combo them both in,
Yeah. You're still
throw that
on something, yeah?
demi-ground. Because then even if you don't beat Pan this turn, Pan's got nothing in hand to do to you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
20k.
Reset with them beans.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Target leader.
No negate.
something. What is he gonna do?
Another unbreakable, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what would be great right now? Seeing that chain again.
Oh, don't.
Chain into an unbreakable. Not unbreakable, burst attack.
That's supposed to go on.
Yeah,
There's a burst attack.
no negate.
Draw 2.
See, this is where Hercule can be hurt at this point because his deck's so low. And he's only at 10.
Yeah.
Switching the blue off for. Oh, no, no. Okay. Do you think he's got another unbreakable in hand to swing with this one afterwards?
Quick, yeah.
Possibly.
Saying that though, you'd tap yourself. Oh, if he had another bean in hand though, he could make a big play.
I
If
think
he
he's
had
just trying
that
to
bean,
rip some of these cards away,
bean,
isn't he?
a one drop, a chain, and a burst. So you put the one drop out, swing crit yourself, play the bean with it, then you go into chain into another burst and just try and rinse either that hand or deck.
We've got 6 black cards in the drop area.
7 for Demigra, innit?
Yeah.
6 energy.
5 energy. 6.
Oh,
7
five
dark,
energy.
Yeah, 5 energy, 6 dark. 7 dark overall. I mean, if he's got it, it'd be pretty easy to do this turn.
I agree with charging the Zeno button. You don't really need that
Yeah.
energy. Although he could possibly go into another 7
Just so much energy.
and then still have an energy stuff.
Decisions.
He's only got 1 in the discard, 1 charged. How many do you think you'd run in a deck that could draw this one?
Play preface.
So what did you say? I missed that.
He's got 1 charged and 1 in energy of the 7 drops, and I was just saying how many would you actually run in a deck that can draw this one?
I don't know.
Clearly the answer's 3 apparently.
Hmm.
What was it?
No, I should have taken you down to 1.
Pardon?
I know they should have taken you down to 1 life.
Here it comes. The pain train.
Shame he didn't have a Vegeta in hand, weren't it?
Yes, I've dropped 1 for it, so yeah, I've just literally.
You know,
just
to
got it.
fusion. Union is from hand, isn't it?
So I put everything back.
I always forget, you know.
Yes. And I pray
What,
don't
that you gotta do
draw
it from, gotta do it from hand and not from
Yeah, I
board,
just
yeah.
I just always get Patara and Union mixed up.
Alright, there's
It's because they've never been major players, have they really?
Into
the leader.
You know, since they came out, them abilities.
Wonder if he's got my food, but
the game.
no, it's game 1.
Do you get
Okay, again.
do you get what I mean, Dan? They've never played a massive role, have they really?
No, they've really
So-
not. We've not had
So
many.
you
I think
can
it's
just
because
go
you have to
like
pay it
it's
from your
basically
hand,
just
so it gets a bit
roll dice.
costly, doesn't it? You're dropping your hand slice to summon something, and a lot of them didn't have barrier or were too expensive at the time. Because even like a lot of them
Yeah,
were
they're
still
often
kind of like evolving cards, weren't they? They'd still be
Yeah.
like, say if it was a 5 cost, it cost 4 energy to union it. Or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, okay.
They were really expensive
Which
too.
was the same for Patara really, but at least with Patara you could play the cards, swing the cards,
Mm.
and then, you know, Patara into them, so you get the value out of the cards. Odds are, one of the cards you're probably getting value out of twice, aren't you? Because you'll play it, swing with it,
Mm.
then it goes to next turn. I just always forget. Same power level as well, innit? For Union Fusion,
It is, yeah.
I'll go first.
Cool.
which is why you run
Sticks,
preface with
boards.
the combo Vegeta in it, just in case you have both in hand.
Oh yeah.
Got that potential to go for the Gogeta at 5 energy. Do you know what I do love about that Gogeta Hero 5?
What's that?
That it says if you have 5 or more energy,
Yeah.
how are you getting it out?
Because it'll be
Beforehand.
yeah. You'd have to. It's if you fuse it, isn't it? For
Well, no, because his fusion's 3 and 2 blue.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
So, do you get what I mean? Like, unless you're running it in that Vegeta deck where you can take an energy
Don't know, mate.
back to your hand. But even then, by new rules, it classifies as whatever energy you've had at the start of the turn is the classification, isn't it? Because that's
It is,
why
yeah.
that bouncing mass saying don't work anymore. And that weren't even a broken fucking combo. That. It was good, but it weren't broken, was it?
No.
I don't see why it needed fixing.
Was that? Sorry, that was it. Yeah.
I really don't.
I'll pass on.
Unless they were just like, yep, it's totally killed objection as well. You know, as well as being a counter to Super Saiyan 3.
Hmm.
Kills 4-drop Wizard, it kills 4-drop objection, doesn't it?
Does indeed.
Because I think with how people have been running them in
Well, even the
Shenron and that now,
Um,
that the Vegeta deck could have been at Nax potentially.
Yeah, I reckon so.
You know, as a counter for the Shenron decks when they're ramping with objection and that.
Those pesky Shenrons, man.
Just sideboarding 2 of them bouncing mass Saiyans. Just side a lot of mass Saiyans, and that seems to be the fix card, doesn't it? You know, you've got the bouncing mass Saiyan. You've got the black mass Saiyan. Mass Saiyan's the cure for everything, innit? Don't matter whether it's the Bardock or the Vegeta one.
Yeah.
Is your opponent running a lot of 1 and 2 drops?
Must see.
So-
I didn't
Is your opponent summoning things with non-keyword skills? Mass Saiyan.
Renegades, no.
Is your opponent energy ramping? Mass Saiyan.
Cool. We're doing well. We're making the stream smooth. We're doing well.
You okay?
God, I can hear you playing Pokemon now.
Can you? I'm not playing Pokemon, I promise. It's just
I just heard the ball.
the early
Have
turns
you
are
got
slow,
st-
man. The early turns are slow.
Not for a cure, man. We might see Demigrai, you know. If he,
I know, yeah, we're getting a
So-
lot of black, and we finally sided in those Mars Saiyans, which is the important thing.
that's gonna hurt.
The question is,
Who won
did
game
Pando
1?
too?
Was it Hercule? I
Yeah,
drifted.
Hercule.
I thought so. I thought so.
Swing Hercule at your leader.
He did the Gogeta, didn't he? And then just shuffled everything, and it was too much for him.
If James does win this overall, I do hope that the tiebreakers don't push him out of the top 4. Just because he was in the last event as well. No favouritism. You get what I mean. He
James
deserves it.
James won't make top 4 if he loses this though. He'll be on 2-2.
No, if he wins this is what I'm saying.
Oh yes. God, then I'll allow it.
Swing at leader.
Renegade?
He didn't make top 4 on last one, did he?
No,
He
he was
only
close.
got 2 wins, I think.
He was like 7th, I think.
Sanzubin!
He's at 20.
I can't wait for that European tournament.
Oh, I'm so excited, man. There's so many cards from it that I need.
I just want some of them shiny Shenron
This is
cards.
also.
Oh yeah.
Looks cool, doesn't it, with the green Shenron backdrop on them cards?
Oh, it really does,
No,
man.
I don't even remember what's in them that's good. But
Go Tens. Preface.
oh yeah, the preface. I've got a playset of both of them though.
But have you got them with green?
No. To be honest, I'd probably trade off my non-green ones
Yeah,
if I got the green ones.
It's up to you.
I never trade off my high value version of something unless it's an SPR, then I will just eBay that bitch.
Yeah, bud.
In that case, I'll discard that one. And I'll discard that one.
There he goes, having to drop the cards for Marseille paying off already.
Did he forget? Do you think he forgot?
And then I'll draw a card.
He definitely did. 100%.
sure, that's fine. And then I'm gonna.
You gotta read, don't you, when you see new cards? You can't risk it.
Well, you think anyone knows what that little bugger does?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be amazing, man. I bet his foil prices are insane.
Or do you think he did that just for the reason of having that Vegeta out on his turn to deal with the mass saying, do you think he took the loss now?
Could be. Get rid of it.
To give
Yeah.
to give him the ability to chain Zeno.
I'm never sure, man. I never know.
I'd accept that, I would accept that. If he'd have charged a red there and he'd had a bean in his hand or something, to play a 1-drop swing in.
Yeah.
No, Alexa, I don't want you to search, I would accept that. It just started, it does it sometimes, even though I don't tell it to.
Yeah.
And then it just takes me off Twitch and my tablet goes haywire. And I have a feeling I would accept that coming up on Google probably wouldn't be good things.
Yeah, probably not, man.
Bad Alexa.
You stop that, right?
Yeah, if it had charged another red there and had a beam and made that play, it would have been a pretty clever play, to be honest, don't you think? Because if you're going to chain Zeno anyway, and you can get rid of the mass saying, does the dropping 2 really bother you?
Depends what he dropped. Let's have a look. What did he get rid of?
After Imaging, I'm not sure.
Oh, a Giru.
Bit painful. But the Giru's not useful at this second, is it?
Yeah.
I forgot that. Why is Mike still not adjusted from the Giru's to like
Vegeta to
either the constant 1k at 4 life or the Sparkings?
Maybe just live in the theme, man.
I know he overwhelms, so I know that he doesn't really want to run the sparking one. But he'd switch for, is it Roshi, the red one that's
The
not
sparkling one.
Oh, but
Oh no, yeah,
the not
yeah,
sparking
the
one.
normal with just 10k. Yeah.
You'd switch to that, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Just after 10k early on, if you don't want to take a big hit.
James early on taking like board control again though.
Just
Do
like
you get what I mean?
Yeah.
He just looks like, I feel like throughout this whole game, in the previous match, like James hasn't been on the back foot at any point.
No, he's really good at controlling it, isn't he?
Even when he got hit and Zeno'd, he just recovered like, cool story, bro.
He's able to bring it back fast.
I'll take it.
Right now, Grandpa Hercule is beating the shit out of his granddaughter.
I feel like you want to chain attack
social
after.
services.
Yeah. I know, right? Bit rough.
Someone get onto child helpline.
I mean, Hercule's beating up Pan. Last tournament, we saw Pan get dragon fisted by our other granddad. It's not good, man. The abuse is
Pan
rough.
just gets it rough.
She does.
Oh, forced to just play out a burst attack. I think he made a bit of a mistake, to be honest, so having to charge that blue early on, that second blue. Because let's be honest, in Pan, do you ever need more than one blue? Well, most decks that aren't blue-based, do you ever need more than one blue?
No.
Very rare. Very, very rare. Because even with that one blue, usually you can take advantage of it with a Senzu being, can't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not even away from Jack.
No, you're not.
Fail. I'm like, I'm gonna do something I can't do. And that's it. 15.
You're 15. Or if he's hoping he can Zeno after he awakens the Hercule this time. Because last game he Zeno'd, he kind of just Mega Drew, didn't he, the Hercule the turn after.
I think what you need to do here is pressure the Goku in the Oob and ignore Hercule, because obviously he can't draw if he's comboing on the Goku and the Oob.
No combo. 20k crit.
What happened there with the Pan swing? Who did he swing at?
So we're gonna.
Oh,
Yeah, they're still doing it.
no, because this is the go. Oh, he beamed. Right, I get it. He beamed the Pan, but he's swinging with the Gohan.
awaken.
I get it.
Draw 3 more.
And this is where I think he's misplaying a bit here.
From Hercule's ability again.
Because I wouldn't have wanted Hercule to awaken this turn, Dan.
No,
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
And even if he saved the Goku and the Ube, he'd be losing cards without drawing them.
Mm.
So do you get my process of, I think he was right being in the pan when he swung with the Gohan.
Yes.
But he should have swung at Ube again.
Yeah, get the pressure on, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Go on those crits.
So he's either got to lose the Goku and the Ube, or he's got to lose, cards from hand.
Mm.
Whereas all Mike did there was give him that fat stack. I mean, look at Hercule's hand now. He's sat on 10, he's got 3
Swing
cards on board.
Hercule at...
Yeah, it's a spicy hand.
He's got a leader that could potentially draw him 3 cards on this swing. 1 off the draw, and then if he puts a super combo or an unbreakable down and goes for that Gohan, then he's just drawn 3 cards.
Super combo.
Solid misplay there from
Got to
Pan.
25.
Oh look, he's drawing 3 cards.
It's like we knew.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I think James has
Oh.
got this one. It just seems.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a threat of Zeno now that he's gotten this far, but you can't do that yet. We need to look another red out, and that's still a bit risky, isn't it? I suppose.
Mm.
I don't know.
Is it into my leader?
Oh,
Yes, yeah, into your leader.
I think Mike's going for it this turn. Not Mike, James. I think James is going for it this turn.
How many black cards have we got in the drop? I know it's not going to be ready just yet, but 1, 2, 3. 3. Oops.
It'll be 4 after this combo. I
Just think it's got a big
think
enough hand. He could just end up, if he can get him down, and then combo everything onto the last hit off a black card, and then...
I feel like he would have double black comboed there, though. He might
Yeah.
not be wanting to register it to his opponent. That might be why, but I'd have just gone for it.
Yeah, get out
Go
nice
like
and
your
early and
opponent.
rip everything, can't you?
Yeah. A lot of opponents will forget, won't they?
Maybe I've gone for the crit if he was going for that as well, so we can't draw another card.
Oh,
7 drop Goji.
Okay.
oh, it's out. Gogeta says hello.
I will activate Sparking.
I would have swung with the Ube and the Vegeta first off.
And drop 1 from my life. Resort.
Just baited more cards out.
Yeah.
I would have swung Ube at Pan. Then I would have swung the Vegeta at the Gohan to make Pan think, yeah, I ain't going for you this turn.
Not today.
Although saying that, you do rip and put 3 in anyway, don't you? So.
Yeah.
Swing up at your leader.
Up.
Thinking. I'll just leave him 50.
Mike better hope he's got a Mafubo.
I know, right? He's gonna need something.
Preventing that crit and getting that draw.
Yeah, you don't want to drop here to 3, do you?
Swing.
If you have to, you
double
take this
shot
one.
at Double shot.
Because at least you get a draw it.
No combo.
Mafubo.
Oh, he's got the pan buff. Yeah, cool.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Swing Gogeta into.
Bye.
Love
Screw you.
you.
Didn't even say bye to me, the rude bitches. How dare they enter my domain
Oh,
and not
very,
even say goodbye?
very rude.
What happened to the Gogeta? Why is it in Wrestler? Did he combo out of it? Did I miss that? Or did he just, or did he just go for the Gohan? Best time. Okay, he just went for the best time. Okay.
He's just going for the slap, mate. He didn't get through with the Vegeta, so he's just
Rookie error.
clearing that board, mate.
As Pan now, you've got to try and clear that board yourself.
I think you just cry a little bit, to be honest.
Unless you got chains on it, and then you go, what?
Could you imagine drawing half of it?
1, 2, 3,
Oh!
4.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hit. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
It's risky. Let's have a
He
look.
was about to swing with Vegeta there. You'd seen. There's a bean. There's another.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want another Gogeta down. Yeah, I agree with that. Now you do math. So he had a bean, a Zeno button, and 2 10k, so that's 15. You board clear. You board clear.
You board clear hard here. You just. Yep. You knew that was coming.
Why would you Zeno bean?
Sorry?
Why would you? I call it a Zeno bean. I mean, the Zeno button. Unless he is going for the leader. God, they're not shaking.
Nah, they're talking about it, I'm afraid.
What did he say he's going at?
Still lead, I think.
Oh my!
It's difficult to hear because I've had to get them low.
He's tunnel vision, didn't he?
He is.
Although I see Mike's like process of elimination here is if he can get one through
Yeah.
and then combo to hell, you know, on the hit
Mm.
with what you've got in hand.
5k.
But yeah, that's just gonna happen.
Is that enough though? 15. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got the beam.
Oh, of course, I missed the mark on it. Oh, what's happening? What the fuck is that?
He's overwhelming for 1. Trying to through. It's got to be a foo, hasn't it, at 1? Banish a foo.
Ooh.
Not a bad play.
Gogeta's got barrier.
Now you're bored, Claire.
It's got barrier though.
Oh yeah, hasn't it? No, you get rid of the Goku. And you swing, hit into Oob, and boo into Vegeta. $20.
Just not want to say this.
25.
And that's the game.
Cool, game.
Alright,
Well played, dude.
that's it.
I top at those 2.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. I thought you.
Alright, so
I
so
thought
you should-
you weren't combo.
Yeah, you should have gone for the board clear there.
I was like, this is getting really rough.
Nothing.
Yeah, that sucks.
That was a good game. That good dude does work.
GG, guys.
Ouch.
The Gogeta threat.
It's hard.
Goji is just really gross.
When you just played the hit and looked at the hand, it was like, easy choice. Definitely don't want another one of those coming down.
Yeah. Super easy.
And I saw the Zeno, so I thought I don't want 110s hitting me either. So I was like, oh, easy. But I drew into nothing. So
Mike, did you get tunnel vision towards the end?
how was that?
Just were you swinging at the lead? Me and Dan were just saying you probably would have been better trying to board clear and whittle the Hercule's hand down because obviously he can't draw when he combos it during battle cards.
That's true. I probably should have went for the battle cards and just got rid of
'Cause
them. And probably got
that way
time out.
then you're either getting rid of his field or you're getting rid of his hand.
Yeah. Well, probably
It's quite a difficult one because I think like obviously 3 of the battle cards I would have let go, and then you've probably got hit plus however much combo he's got into my Gogeta and about 4 cards that I can combo with, and if I don't let Gogeta die, he's in a pretty bad spot still next turn.
That was it though. What we were going off was when obviously he played the hit on you.
Yeah.
You only had the
2 5Ks.
I had 2. I had 10k. I had literally 10k.
Yeah,
If,
that's
Triple
it.
Strike went through, I could have still survived because I was drawing 3 cards. So I
Yeah,
managed
that was what me and Mike were saying. Was not me and Mike. Me and Dan was saying is that for Mike to survive another turn, he could have potentially got rid of it, but the Gogeta, and pressured your hand out to save the Gogeta.
Yeah.
Meaning that you'd got no hand, and then all you'd have is we obviously didn't know that Mike was sat 2s and a Zeno, no one, I think. But
Yeah, on like
Yeah.
literally 0 combo power, but
I didn't see them all game, and then I joined to 2, and I'm like, really? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're really good against Hercule.
Surprised you didn't slide in the Marseillans either, Mike. The 1-drops for like the Oob and the Vegeta.
Yeah, I did expect to see them.
Yeah, good point. I didn't even think of that, to be honest. All I sided was the dimensional because I thought I didn't see that thing we had barrier, so I was like, well, that's
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the moment we saw the matchup at the start when he put the leaders down, we're like, Marseillan is definitely gonna make an appearance. Whether or not it makes it game 1, it's definitely showing up game 2. Somebody's gonna play that 1-drop. Because obviously Pan's playing the Vegeta and the Chain Zeno, so both or Chain Attack anything is gonna trigger the Mars.
I didn't want to be that guy that knew he was playing Pan and put like 3 copies in the main.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they came in straight after game 1.
Yeah.
3 copies straight. It was the only sideboard card I made. I just took out like Pan basically came out for Black Marseillan.
And I played my double shot onto it, which was a numpy.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Gotta say though, I'm glad that everybody's kind of taking it like the gentleman's agreement, the unspoken gentleman's agreement with the cards, where people know what leaders they're playing, but like we've had it before with like Harrow and stuff like that, where people haven't mainboarded it because they know that like it just wouldn't be fair, like you wouldn't see that in a tournament.
Well, you'd never get that opportunity in actual tournament play, and we've been given the opportunity to kind of mess around with the decks between matches. But
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fair to like tech into.
Exactly.
Games.
Yeah.
That's just.
I don't think many people have actually changed I only know one person who's completely changed the engine between a match and it didn't go well. Everybody else has kind of stuck to the same thing, tweaked a few things occasionally, like side deck and stuff like that. But it's been really interesting. It went a lot. Like, I was a bit worried when we went this route with the leaders and not setting in deck lists. But with it being set 5, what we didn't want to happen was people that I don't know lose the first 2 games because the decks are bad and then go, I'm not playing the rest of this because my deck's garbage and I wish I could have it as this. Because we had that with the first one. A few people were complaining that, oh, I've gone, I don't know, 2-0, but the deck that I'm now playing at locals is the improved version. I can't change it. And I was like, well, you've had time to.
half through as well, didn't we? Who didn't build sideboards? Going, I've not got sideboard. It's like, well, why have you built a deck without sideboard?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, next one we'll be able to just have deck lists back again because people have had time to practice set 5 by that point.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to it anyway. It'll be good fun. Find something completely different.
It's always super hard as well when it's a new set. Like I think I've done this. I've played 2 games with objection in, to 1 without, and like then missed it and changed it. And my sideboard's changed every single game. And at the moment, I'm trying to figure out how do I put a sideboard in that gives Hercule any chance whatsoever into Janemba. Like,
Yeah.
Like there's guys chatting on like the PPG group and stuff saying like Hercule beats Janemba post sideboard, and I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Really
what you
not.
can do because you can't cycle much back in. Like the Bulma doesn't work. Janemba mills you out so fast that by the time you could play anything like Demiga or anything like that, you're dead by that turn, or you've milled it.
Short of like starting with like 2 objections, the Gogeta and the Goku and the Vegeta, and just going like turn 2 objection, drop another card, turn 3 objection again, and then on turn 4 you're playing 7-drop and just swinging for your life when he's got like no or whatever. But you need, I think that it's like an aggro board.
What if?
Probably.
What if you run the Red Brillin, the Deadly Defender?
I still don't think it'll help against Mill though. Because against me it was down to like 8 cards.
Well,
Yeah, because Janemba doesn't want to swing at leader. He wants to swing
Yeah,
at.
he just doesn't
That's it,
care
though.
about.
Part of what hurts the mill of Hercule versus Janemba is that. Oh no, it's not an auto, is it? The activate battle, so you don't have to draw, do you? Or do you? When you combo. with Hercule? Do you?
I don't believe you do, because it's like if there's a card in your combo area, you can activate battle to draw a card.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you just choose not to draw, though, I suppose, wouldn't you, against at that point, to try and help against the mill?
Pretty
You know.
much then from like turn 1, you don't want to, because he'll mill
That's
you
why I was
out.
thinking. I thought it was a mandatory at first, and that's why I was suggesting a Deadly Defender, so at least you're not being forced to, if you combo it, to actually draw.
I need to just double check that ruling, but I don't think it is.
I know on the Q&A there's literally no answers for Hercule. You can.
I mean, it says the word activate, doesn't it? So it makes you think that you have to choose to activate it, right? I'm guessing. I guess it would come under the keyword, wouldn't it? That's the important thing, is how does activate battle work? Is that a choice?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Otherwise, because if it was an auto, when you combo, draw a card.
Yeah, then you're forced to, isn't it? Yeah, if it said auto 100%, you'd have to draw when there was a combo in your area.
Activate battle. I think you can choose.
Yeah, I think because you activate stuff has always been optional, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see Hercule having that much of a bad match against Ember then, if you can choose that. Cause he's just...
so rough. Well, my first version was really rough because I was running like 12 super combos. So.
I feel like it would still be rough though, because obviously Hercule's relying on, with his lower power level, he's relying on comboing and then refreshing the hand off of the combo, isn't he? And cycling through his deck to find the key pieces. And if you can't do that, then you're either gonna die to the mill, or you're gonna die from not drawing and not having cards to defend yourself, or he's just swinging with, like Janemba's got 20k crits coming at you, man. You don't want to be taking those, or you definitely don't want to be not comboing from the mill. You see it being rough.
Side in Zeno, James Zeno.
But that doesn't help. That doesn't help you survive.
I'm just reading Trunks as a different example, whereas Trunks is auto once per turn during your turn when you combo with a card that has energy cost 2 or more, draw. So that's like forced.
Yes.
Because it's an auto trigger rather. So whereas I think this is active battle, you can choose to activate it, which definitely changes the way I play him.
Why have you been just mandatory draw verse?
I think we actually ruled it that way in my first game.
Who covered your first game? Because I only saw you last round.
It wasn't you guys.
Oh, okay.
I think Gabe was doing it, wasn't he? Because I was recording it for him, and that's the one match that we missed. It was one of the first ones that we missed, wasn't it? That we couldn't do. We called in more people to help.
It was I don't know.
Someone. Yeah, the first game I saw you play was the last round. That's the first one that's cut off. Didn't you record Sean's duel as well, the slug one?
Yes, I have. Let me find that one. I'm pretty sure I recorded it, so we're gonna put commentary over and show it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's just funny. It's just fun at the time to do it. I wanted to do it on the weekend, but then ended up not having any time on the weekend, which is a shame.
No, it's fair enough.
Thanks for the game, and guys, cheers for judging and streaming as always.
No worries.
No problem.
Well played, mate. Thanks for the
I'll see
game.
you next.
All right, so we'll mark it up, and that's 3-1 to you now, right?
Yeah, I made it this time.
The hype.
Yeah, obviously, it all depends on the tie break. We end up with 5 people.
Oh, don't do that to Blaine. Don't do it to me. Don't do it.
That's how it works on the 16 players, is unless anyone gets a tie.
Yeah. So the likelihood is it's going to go into tiebreakers, right? Because
yeah,
with hour and a half rounds, you don't normally have a draw.
To be honest, none have gone past like an hour really this time, have they done?
No, they've gone really quick.
Late show-ups or internet problems, so we are looking at next time possibly just putting it an hour, because it makes it more manageable for me and Dan as well.
Who did you lose against and when?
Me.
I have the board.
Oh, my tiebreaker would be bad, I guess, because I lost round 1. To one of the guys playing Janemba Mill.
But that's good, right? Because that's what happened with the last tournament, because that's how Josh got free. Josh lost.
Loss can actually be good for you, James, because it means that you get paired down for round 2, but then you climb on round 3 and 4.
And isn't countbacks, the better they do, the better your countback is.
Yeah, so yours
you-
should be really good actually.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right. Well, either way, we'll see.
Yeah, because Josh had the same thing last tournament, and I was really confused at how Dan didn't get through, because Dan only lost to Bruno, I think. It was either Bruno or Gabe
Jan
that he lost to.
in round 3.
Yeah, and so his tiebreaker
What
should have been
messed him
good,
up.
but he didn't. He came 5th instead.
Because it meant he got paired down and for round 4.
Obviously, I have no idea how the system works, so I'm not saying whether you got through or not, because I have no idea. But last time, it worked out that that person got through, and was actually in 3rd, I think, and not 4th. It's confusing.
Have we still got people that can go through 4-0?
Yeah, one person
Only
will get
one.
through 4 and 0.
So that's
Okay.
gonna be. Let me bring up the sheet.
Sean and Tristan are guaranteed to get through. Because Sean or Tristan will win 4-0 and then they will lose 3-1. But they will have only lost to the person who's gone 4-0.
And then the really funny match is table 2, which is Andrew versus Jacobs. That's double Janemba. That's gonna
wow.
be the worst match to judge ever. He's milling 2 cards and
Me-
he's passed.
Me and Dan have played the Janemba Mill Mirror.
It's horrible. It was the first thing we ever did with set 5 as well, and it was not a good
It was
welcome.
Andrew that beat me with his mill. With his like 12 main deck negate, Janumber deck.
Oh yeah.
A man after my own.
I'm off, guys.
Yeah, take care.
Best of luck if you get top 4, mate.
Cheers, thank you, man.
I didn't realise it was an hour and a half. I thought it was an hour. So I thought, oh, we can't finish the duel anyway.
Nah, you are
No,
all
what we do is we do an hour and a half just because
Untap's a
first one we
bollock.
did it. There's a lot of people who are unfamiliar with Untap,
Yeah,
and
it
then there
takes me
can
a
be
while.
connect news and stuff like that. So
Even doing simple things takes me a while because I've got to look at the button, make sure I'm not pressing like, you know, put my life into the drop area.
but yeah, really only ever hits an hour and a half to be honest. When it's either grindy deck or it does actually go to 3 games and it's grindy decks going to 3.
And I would rather see the end of the match than just like, oh, it's time on our draw.
Yeah, to be honest, we've had games where it's gone like 1 apiece, and it's hit say an hour and 15 minutes or something, so they only have 15 minutes play, and we've just let them play it out just for the sake of like, especially when
To
it's
be
on
fair,
like
we've
the
been
round
talking-
4.
We've been talking here now for about 10 minutes, and we started at like promptly 9.
Yeah.
So them 2 games went like an hour and 5.
Yeah, they're pretty good. We played really fast second game, so because I'd never played that deck, so I had no idea. So I'm just like, what does it do?
Yeah, we said at the start, what guys, because I asked, what was this matchup like, and neither of us knew. We didn't know how it was gonna go.
I've seen plenty of Hercule, but I've just not seen Hercule v Pan because Pan played when Hercule were floating about.
I knew I had to hit his leader hard and like not that much because or else he'll just out combo, but I just didn't have anything to do that, so I was like, damn it.
Yeah,